I'm Cindy Spencer, and I am going to be sharing a testimony that is part of my journey. I have been walking with the Lord for 29 years, but in the last 4 years has been the most amazing, funnest years I've ever had with the Lord, and some new things that He was doing in me. And the interesting part is I had just come out, in the middle of actually a depression, and asking God who He was. I was so burned out from an awesome ministry I was a part of. I loved everything I did, but it was I just was suffering burnout at the end of it after 7 years. And so the Lord said that it was time for me to come away with Him. And He said, I will show you who I am, because I'd been asking Him. I said, Lord, I'm so depressed and so burned out. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know who You are, what I believe. And so He said, come away with me and I'll show you. And so the last 4 years have been Him showing me who He is and how awesome He is and how amazing He just loves each of us in a unique way. And so this journey is something that I haven't shared with a lot of people. During the beginning of the journey and mostly the first 3 years, He said to not share it with people what He was doing and to keep quiet. And then the 4th year, He kind of let me tell a few people here and there little tidbits, but then about a month ago, He said, I want you to share your testimony on YouTube. And I'm stunned. I just, I don't like to film myself. I don't like to be in front of a camera. And so there's another series that I'm taping that's on self-image and seeing ourselves through His eyes and how much He loves us. And so there's a little bit of a series that's on the journey of that, and learning how to get over filming myself and being in front of a camera so I can do this testimony. And so there will be a series of videos that I'll be doing, sharing different pieces and different parts of different things that He's done in my life, and how He brought me out of the depression and totally healed of it, and how He has now been bringing me out of this struggle that I've had with videotaping. I've never liked camera pictures or that's still shots or video. I've never liked that in my whole 49 years. And so He's healing me of that, and He's also through all this reminded me that I do hear His voice. And I know there's lots of us that have struggled with that over the years. Am I really hearing Him? How do you hear His voice? And so the last 4 years, out of all the things that He did, that was really a big one that He did to show me what His voice sounds like, and that I do hear Him. And so part of this journey is doing that. And He had me study and learn a whole bunch of things over the last 4 years. And you can see these notebooks right here. And there's some notebooks over here. And I have a whole bunch of journals that one of the ways that He did this for me, and He doesn't do this with everybody, but one of the ways that He did this for me was He would put in my head a name or an event to go study. And I would go Google it. And so for the first year, that was pretty much a lot of what Him and I were doing, was Googling, and everything that I Googled, I printed, and I put in these notebooks. And they were everything he wanted me to know. Everything in this whole room, everything, all the books, everything that's in this room are things that he taught me or brought me to and wanted me to learn. But most of all, what he was wanting me to learn was that I did hear his voice. And it was so amazing. There was times that I would study people or events, and it would be their birthday, or it would be the anniversary of when they died, or it would be the anniversary of the event, the actual day of the event. For example, one day he had me study Abraham Lincoln, so I pulled up Abraham Lincoln and I Googled him, and I was kind of reading up on him. And all of a sudden I realized that the day I was doing that was his birthday, February 12th. And I was just amazed at God's timing. And he did that so many times through this journey. And when you start seeing that God is doing something new in your life, and you see that he's showing you some new things, and all of a sudden you get this feeling that he's taking you on a journey. And you don't really know what you're doing or where you're going, but you just follow, and you just let him lead, and you grow, and you just practice. It's practice hearing his voice, and oh my gosh, the things that he has shown me and taught me are just absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of things that he taught me that aren't new under the sun. You know, it's people have known this for years, but I didn't know him. And the fact that he wanted me to know him, I took account and took notice and decided that I was going to acknowledge that he was showing me that and treasure it. And so I have this whole diary of everything dated, journaled, documented, that he has shown me. And I feel like a little kid on Papa's lap, and it's like, okay, Daddy, what are you going to show me today? And what are you going to teach me today? And then he gets excited, and I get excited, and there's so many fun ways that he has shown me answers to questions. There was questions I would have along the journey, and he wouldn't let me ask anybody. He wouldn't let me ask pastors. He wouldn't let me ask people, because he wanted me to come to him and be completely dependent on him for the answers, for everything I need, for all my needs. And it was amazing how he would show me the answers to my questions. And sometimes it would be in the same day, sometimes it would be weeks later. But he always answered my questions, and all in different ways. And so it was really exciting, and it was so fun to see how he was doing this. And there's so much more to this journey. But I'm going to sign off right now, and I hope you have a blessed night, and look for the continuing videos of this journey. And I pray that you have a blessed night. Signing off.